You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Are you ready to learn the 3 secrets to launching a successful podcast? Hi, I'm Bill, a recent client of the Podcast Mogul. If you've been thinking about starting a podcast but aren't sure where to begin, he's got you covered. He is hosting a free webinar where he will share the 3 secrets that can help you launch, grow, and monetize your podcast without any fancy equipment or technical headaches. Click the link in the show notes to save your spot now and let him help get your podcast off the ground.
Hey entrepreneurs, it's your podcast mogul Phil Better here. I am excited for this episode as I know you are. Before we jump into this episode, I'm going to ask you if you are also a podcaster and you're looking to grow your podcast or monetize your podcast, make sure you stay till the end of the episode. I have a special deal for you, or a special offer, if you will. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump into the episode.
Welcome to Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Join the podcast mogul Phil Better as he interviews successful entrepreneurs that make their living in the digital world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's
welcome back
join
to
your
Invest
host,
in
Phil
Yourself,
Better,
the Digital
and
Entrepreneur
his special
Podcast. I am, of
guest
course, your
today.
host with the most, Phil Better, and I am excited about our guest because their goal is to empower business leaders and to develop a better version of themselves and therefore improve their business. Striking the perfect balance between business strategy and wellness is one of the keys to a successful mindset. Our guest is known on social media for his Le Modes Coach hashtag articles and videos in which he shares his experiences and advice to entrepreneurs and business people worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, a great Canadian, an amazing Montrealer, Ian Lajoie. Ian, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, so happy to be here.
You have done a lot in your life as an entrepreneur. Just reading your website, following you on social media for just the last 2 years. You pack a lot into your day, and I'm guessing it wasn't always like that. So let's go back to the beginning. How did you get into being a performance coach or an entrepreneur?
First of all, thank you. I'm really happy to be here. Second, it's so funny because all the time, people ask me my journey and if I will do it again. The answer is no. People say if you know the road to success, the road I've done to be here today. Okay, yes, today I'm happy. Yes, today, yes. Okay, now finally I'm happy. But for the past 10 years, if I will do it again, of course, the answer is no, because entrepreneurs, there's no way, and you have to find a way out of no way. So I never thought I will become an entrepreneur. We become entrepreneurs by accident. That's the happy and sad part. And so funny to have done all those things in the past few years.
So what was the first thing you did as an entrepreneur? What was that first foray into the world of entrepreneurship?
When I moved to Ottawa for studying finance, so I was studying finance, doing a double bachelor in accountant to get a nice degree, to have a great job, to have a nice car, to have a nice house, to do a nice 9 to 5. One day get retired, avoir un fonds de pension, une retraite, and all those things. That was my goal. That was what my parents will be proud of me. And I was playing basketball at university, and one night we finished a game, and I saw that guy, but not that guy, I see that car. It was a BMW 545, the V8 engine. It was the nicest BM 20 years from now. And I asked the guy, what you do for a living? I love your car. I got like the old rusty Honda Civic 97 two-door.
The chick magnet right there.
And I had a P-Flow inside of it, so it was a supercar of noise. Was not going fast, but was making noise. And just asked the guy, "What's he do for a living?" He said, "This is not my car. It's my my big brother car." And what's your big brother do? So he was an entrepreneur, was a successful entrepreneur, and he owned a web agency in Ottawa. So we have this crazy idea to buy stuff in China, put it online, and just resell it online. That was in 2008. Nowadays, Shopify, all those things, super easy.
Yeah.
So we crashed the informatic university, the informatic committee, asking, hey, if somebody can do a website for e-commerce, and nobody at that time, like one guy with big glasses, turned around, yeah, maybe I can do it. So we took all their student loan, and I give him $10,000, tried to do this. The guy tried, never really do it. And that guy, this big guy who owned the BMW, I went there, we show what we done. He said, guys, your project is really nice. eBay and Amazon did kind of the same thing a few years later. That kind of project back in the day was like around $1 million to do this. So the owner of the car said, I like you guys, you're entrepreneurs. You looking for a job? Yes and no. I was finishing my winter session. And he said, okay, you're starting next week. Okay. So I start selling website. I know nothing about the website. We're talking about like 2008. So yes.
Wow.
And that's how I start, because my first clients is called Battery Kingpin. So this is selling all sort of battery. And one day I have a motorcycle, the battery was out. So went there, and this guy was a 6 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, big guy.
6'4", yeah, big guy, just huge, monkey of a man.
And this guy was smoking funny thing back then, and it's called Patrick. Now it's legal, but he was smoking back then. But anyway, Patrick was always small eyes, always happy. And when I been there that day, he was not happy. So I asked him, Pat, what's going on? And he showed me the newspaper of Ottawa newspaper, and the whole family died because they don't have a damn battery in their smoke alarm detector. So Patrick looked at me and said, Ian, you're a smart guy. Find me a solution. I know these people. I have a lot of battery. Find a solution. So I said, okay. So we find a solution. That's how I get into the entrepreneur's world. We launched a program called Battery for Life program. It was a membership, $12 a year. We were giving away $1 on every membership to a nonprofit foundation. And we launched this program. And that's how I become entrepreneurs by accident. And my school teacher put our project to the Quebec contest of entrepreneurs, and we won the original contest, and we received $1,000. So my mom was proud. That was my first journey in entrepreneurs, and that's how I become an entrepreneur. And honestly, I never thought I will do all this.
No, it's great that your jump into the entrepreneur world was sad because it was a tragedy, but resulted in this amazing experience for yourself, but also, saving lives. Because it's like, if I knew that I would get a battery every month that I would replace, it would remind me to replace my battery. Like that, it's so simple and solves so much problems. After you did that, after you got the accolades, that is a great project from the government. How did it go to being the 2018 Business Community 360 of Montreal Coach of the Year? Like, how did that jump happen?
That was so funny, because on that part, when I decided 2014 to become a performance coach. Back then, I create my job. By the way, people say, how do you do this? I just decided I was #1 performance coach in the world. I said, Ian, are you? let's do this, Ian. And sometimes a lot of entrepreneurs say, hey, how can I do stuff? And just F word, do it. Same as Nike. I decide, yes, I put a plan strategy. I try. And then one point it working. And in 2018 was with Jamie Beningri, all those big guys that for me were mentor, were legend. And they put me in a category of business coach. It's been like was my third year, 4 years doing business coaching. Say, yes, I was good. I was as good as all those big coaches that for me are like, wow, look at these guys. And it was not me who decided. And yes, I won that award. And yes, I was really happy. And the funny part is when they say my name, I was not there because I was on another stage. I was doing another conference because I was getting trained to be a speaker. And that the same day was my kind of exam, or the day I was doing my presentation. And 5 minutes before, just like get on stage, I receive a call, say, bro, where are you? You just won the 2018 Coach of the Year and you're not there. I'm like, and all the business community was there. So it was kind of funny. And I just explained them that I was on a other stage. So anyway, that's how I win that trophy.
So when you, like, as you said, when you first started, you had these huge mentors of yours, and obviously you must have felt like I'm forgetting the word, imposter syndrome. Did you feel that winning that award kind of helped alleviate that imposter syndrome?
Yeah, of course. When you have some success, of course, as entrepreneurs, for every entrepreneur listening out there, it's not easy. If you think it's easy, everybody will do it. And on 5 years, 80% will die. It's not because the product is not good. Is you have to be good in marketing, in sell, in finance, and all of the other field that we're not. And yes, when I start, I was thinking that a business coach need to make $1 million, have a Lamborghini, a big house, have many success. And when I start, it took me 2 years to have my real clients, because when I'm starting, I was saying, everybody, I'm coaching CEOs between $5 to $25 million, whatever. It took me 2 years to have the first ideal clients. And I think it's about the mindset. Yes, we do have, even when you have success, look at all those celebrities, the hockey players, NBA players. Yes, there's the Kobe Bryant, but all the rest, they're top of the world, but they're not Kobe. They're not this guy. So yes and no. Of course, it's help for the ego, but honestly, all those trophy and medal for me, it's just like, if you do the work in silence or in the dark, yes, when you're going to go public, you will be awarded, and that's how you win.
I love that. What if you have a memory that really sticks out over your time as an entrepreneur that just kind of like cemented, like, oh, this is why I do what I do? Could be a win for a client or a win that you had. Do you have one that you can share with us?
I started last week. I have a program called the Superstar Program, because for me, you know me, and people know me, everybody for me is a superstar. And when I started saying that a few years ago, I said, hey, hi, superstar. People put their head down. People are not kind of afraid of, like, you are a fucking superstar. Every human is. And I think sometimes you just need to polish. That's why I said créateur, the superstar, polisseur, the superstar, diamond polisher, the superstar polisher, whatever. Every human is a superstar. And last week, I started coaching kids from 12 to 16 years old. And this is my best success ever. I don't flash on social media. I don't flash. I said nothing. For me, when I go to bed last Wednesday, because it's every Wednesday, and last night I did my second class. Wow, for me, it's my best success I'm not coaching. They coach me. Yes, we do a mastermind. Yes, I provide my skill. But honestly, when I do like group coaching, when I do coaching, I get coached. That's the funny part. I get paid to learn from my clients, for everybody. I have the privilege to work with them. And this is my best success, I can say right now, to have the opportunity to guide, to give some knowledge, share my knowledge with young kids who are I'm calling the mini superstar. But as adults, we are the mini superstar, and these kids are the real superstar.
How did that idea come about? Like, why did you want to focus on that specific age range, or comment ça crée? How did it come to mind?
The funny part is I never thought we'll do this. Every time I never thought about marketing, life, say, okay, do this. I'm like, okay. I do like one-on-one coaching for CEOs. I do group coaching. The Superstar program is for adult that pays. I did 2 group coaching already. And one of my clients, I was at his place in Costa Rica eating with his kids who was 16 years old. And I was saying exactly the same sentence as my clients was saying, but I had a comma in the same sentence, and the kids, oh, Ian is right. And it's so funny because when I talk with the parents, the kids don't listen to parents, but as a stranger or whatever, a friend of a friend, they will listen to you and say, hey, you should coach my kid. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe. He was like 16 years old, I don't know. And I just put it online on Facebook, say, hey, if I open this, is somebody want to do it? And like, it go nuts. I got a bunch of parents that contact me in private, say, hey, I want to get my kids to do this. And that's how I started. I put a date, and we started last week. We have 11 kids right now doing it. And honestly, I can say that because it's live, but I really do have a little bit more fun with kids than with adults because it's completely different.
They have more of a creative energy because they're not biased by, if you will, the world outside, and they get to see the world differently. I love that. I love how every single time in your life when you got told you didn't plan on helping kids, but now you're helping kids, polishing them for the next generation so that they can be ready for this world, and strive to be the superstar that everyone believes. I believe everyone is a superstar as well, because we all had one trait that we're the best at, and so we should be able to shine that. Speaking of helping people find their trait, to be their superstar, do you have a tip for that? Do you have a tip for our listeners to find like their superstar trait?
See, first of all, guys, you look at the mirror, because the mirror is the reflection. So if you can just smile at you, if you smile, you're going to create some positive attitude. Sometimes it's people looking for the big trick. Just be happy with yourself. That's it. Starting. Basic point. See, I'm not a life coach, but I'm working with human. And if your mindset, your body are not well, how can your business be well? And a lot of successful entrepreneurs have a big belly, don't take care of themselves. Yes, they have a lot of money. The only thing they do have is money. And at one point, you cannot bring your money upstairs with you. So when I get back on track, I say, okay, are you happy? And I'm just asking, are you happy? Oh, yeah, yes. Are you really happy? And then there's a like, well, and are you happy with your body? Put your shirt up. You have a six-pack. Yes or no? It's, well, I know about sport. You can buy success. You can buy a six-pack. Yeah, you can have some surgery, whatever, but it won't last. So that's one thing. And somebody who have a smile, a healthy body, I don't care which business you do, you will be successful. Because you have the energy, you have the positive mindset, and whatever you do, it's just fine-tuned, because business, it's easy. You make profit or not. Okay, why you're not making enough profit? Okay, let's switch thing. And when we jump to the business side, honestly, it's not that hard. It's the mindset and the body to have the right energy to do the work that need to be improved.
And how do you keep your body in shape? Because I've seen that you've done like ultra marathons and stuff like that. How do you get into that mindset, like to start doing that? Because I'm pretty sure you weren't like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this, and then all of a sudden told to do it. Like, what brought you to running in that?
I don't do ultra marathon yet. Maybe one day, but these guys are crazy. So these guys got friends in doing this. I only do Ironman.
Sorry, it was the Ironman. I meant to say Ironman, not ultra marathons. Ironmans. That's also for me crazy. You look crazy. Ultra marathons are like they're not even in the picture for me. I'm behind you, looking at you doing an Ironman, being like, how do you do this? So please explain. Like, how do you get the mindset ready to do that?
It's crazy because it's not easy. It's not really easy. And when I did my first race like a month ago in Puerto Rico, it's swimming, then you bike 90 kilometers, then you run a half marathon. And when I start running, my leg died after 100 meters. So I got 21 kilometers to run with no legs. And one guy have a big card saying, remember, you pay for this. I start laughing every time I do the loop, because it was 3 loop. It was hot. Because people throw water on you, so all my shoes was wet. So imagine every step I was hurting, my leg were dying, whatever. And it's all about my mindset. And I put on social media that I was doing it. So was no other option. I need to do it. I don't care if I crawl, if I have to walk on my hands, whatever, I will do it. And I did it. And honestly, the thing is, it's all starting with your why and discipline. Say, everybody has 24 hours a day. So I'm asking every entrepreneur what time you wake up. And most of people say around 6, 7, 8, whatever. If you wake up at 5, you just, instead of 6, you just save 1 hour. 1 hour times 7 days is plus 1 day every week. So I'm not smarter than everybody. I'm just waking up early. I put the discipline to train. So I have a training in the morning, 1 in the lunch, and 1 after 5. So I have like 1 or 2 training a day. So that's my 3 period I'm going to work out. And it's only 45 minutes. So yeah, I wake up early. I do all my stuff. I go run. I go swim. I go bike. And that's it. And I got 1 big day on the Sunday to train. And honestly, yes, if you have kids, yes, you have this, but you just need to wake up early and make the work, and everybody can do it.
Oh, that is a good point. That it's just putting in that commitment, having the commitment. Previous interview that I did was talking about how he finished his 3-year deck in like 2 years by maxing out as much time as he wants, and he knew it was in a short period of time. And if you're training for a marathon, or Ironman, or ultra marathons, it's just like, okay, I know I have to sacrifice for the next 3 months to get to the goal I want.
It's not a sacrifice. For everybody who's want to be entrepreneurs, want to be in sport, it's not sacrifice. It's just a priority. So I don't drink anymore. So instead, all the money I was spending for drinking and party, I invest in sport. So because sport costs a lot of money. And all the time I was wasting on TV, on sleeping, I just put it to my business and my dedication to sport. And that's how I get results. So sometimes just switching time. For people, look at your friend. There's 5 people you hang out most of the time. I got some friend just before COVID. That was my best friend from 5 to 7. So that was my 5 à 7 friend. When COVID hit, they don't call me anymore. It was funny. I was, hey, all my best friend, because we're not drinking or not 5 à 7 or event, whatever, they're not calling anymore. So, that means they're not my real friend. So when you switch your surrounding and you dedicate to yourself, to become a successful, guys, is a lonely road. Yes, most of the time I walk alone. But when you have success, all the friends who say, you won't do it, you can do this, and now they come back. But you just say, sorry, bro, you were not there when I was walking alone. So I can be there for you now. So it's just a decision of life and a priority.
No, I like that. And it's true. It's not a sacrifice. It's a dedication to a priority, to a goal, reaching a goal in a time period. It's the changing of the language is also so important as entrepreneurs. I'm learning. We're jumping to the spark question of the show. This is always fun. And I'm really excited because I know you would have a great answer for this. For my audience who don't know, Spark is by Seek Discomfort. It's the spark conversations with strangers because they're just friends you haven't met yet. So what is an unexplored interest you have?
Unexplored, say it again, sorry.
What is an unexplored interest you have? Quelque chose que tu as un intérêt, mais tu n'as pas eu chance de sauter dessus, de savoir plus?
That's a really good question because I'm curious, and whatever I want, I got all those tools, Siri and Google know most of the answer. I don't know.
All right. Is there a goal that you would like to accomplish in the next year?
Yeah, of course. As I mentioned, being entrepreneurs, be dedicated, you be alone. So I'm looking for my future wife. So maybe et voilà, Madame Lajoie that I'm looking for. So I'm looking like for a success partner. There's women, but I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for a partner to train, to share my journey with. So yeah, maybe love. That's would be something I want to explore.
No, I think that's an awesome a way of looking. Like you're looking for someone who's going to be a partner with you to grow with you. Either you help them grow in one way, they help you grow in another. Just getting into a new relationship myself, I know how important that growth in the relationship is, and being there for each other, and that healthy relationship. So yeah, I wish you all the best there. But I'm going to jump off screen here, Ian. I want you to let my audience know where they can follow you, where they can connect with you to possibly become un créateur de superstar avec toi.
Yeah, but IanLajoie.com, guys. For everybody listening right now, you can go jump and get a 20-minute call with me. It's my website, IanLajoie.com. Book a 20-minute call. On social media, my name. Easy like this. And same comes up. Easy like that.
I can honestly attest that the call that I had with Ian before, when I first started my journey, I had a great call with him, and he provided a great bunch of resources. So I'm happy to have him on the podcast now, sharing his stuff. So Ian, thank you again for coming on the show.
Merci. Merci. Thank you, guys.
To my audience, you know what to do. In the show notes down below, you can find all the links to Ian. I suggest you go follow him and book that free call, because his time is very valuable and he'll give you amazing results. So remember to invest in yourself. Hey, digital entrepreneurs, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Now, if you're looking to take your podcast to the next level, like most of these entrepreneurs have taken their business to the next level, to scale it, if you will, make sure you check out my brand new newsletter. Links are down below. It is called the Monetization Mogul Syndicate newsletter, or it could be Feel Better Stories of Monetization Moguls, or Making Moguls is what I do. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. But I want to thank you very much for listening. And as always, remember to invest in yourself.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to take the next step. When you're ready to dive deeper into how to launch, grow, and monetize your podcast, Phil's got something special for you. Join him for a free webinar where he'll reveal the 3 secrets that have helped countless entrepreneurs succeed in podcasting. Click the link in the show notes to save your spot, and let's turn your podcasting dreams into reality.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.